Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Golden Goal Show. Welcome to Season 5, Episode 35 here on a lovely afternoon, morning, and night of football that happened past week and weekend. Yes, it was great. It was Barca winning La Liga. Not some good for Real Madrid fans. I'm sorry, lads. It's okay. Don't cry, please. That was a hiccup. Everybody, welcome watching on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, TikTok, I have the hiccups, Instagram Reels, and watch it on Rafinha's goals and assists. It's great. It's so good. I'm such a proud boy. But everybody, welcome watching the show. Let me first introduce you to my co-host, the show, who is a fan of Atletico Madrid and Netherlands. His name is Paulinho. Bye. How are you, Mr. Paulinho?
I'm great. How are you, host?
Doing decent. Didn't play a match today of football because it got rained out by the pussios over here in
and thunderstorms.
Oh, so scary. So scary.
And tornado.
Oh my god. Okay, crazy. Okay, well, ready? Let's first get into the first segment of the show, which is indeed the breaking world football news.
Breaking news. Was it a tornado or was it Anthony?
It was Anthony doing a little twirly twirl. Such a pretty boy. He's so great at everything he does. Okay, well, yes, the first breaking news is indeed about several people injured as a car drives into a crowd and terrifying scenes outside ground where Barcelona face Espanyol. So a car was filmed running over a crowd of people and terrifying scenes outside the stadium where Barcelona's win over Espanyol was played. Local police have confirmed 13 people were injured in the shocking incident outside Espanyol's RCDE stadium, but none are thought to be serious. The police later confirmed that 3 of the people are being treated at the Sant Juan de Barcelona hospital, the Barcelona's children's hospital, but are in mild condition, while others, who are described to be in less serious condition, have been taken to 2 separate hospitals. Meanwhile, 5 are being treated at the scene, while remaining victims already being discharging by medical authorities. And yes, they said there's the police several people injured in Espanyol Stadium after being hit by a vehicle. Statement: the situation is controlled and in no case does it pose a risk to the people inside the sports venue. Injured people are being treated by emergency services and driver of the vehicle has been arrested, said the police of Catalonia. And there's a large police presence here. It's not clear who the driver is and what caused the vehicle to drive through the crowd. Although the president of Catalonia government, Salvador Illa, had been quoted claiming that the collision was accidental. It was an accident. There were some injuries and none serious, fortunately. Interesting, yeah. But yeah, I mean, from the video I was seeing, and thank God it could have gone much worse, honestly. It looks like the car had a Barcelona fan in it, and all the Espanyol fans were crowding around the car. Then people started kicking the car, throwing stuff at the car. And I don't know if the driver got scared or paranoid or accidentally was trying to reverse or something, but just plowed right through some people. Could have gone much worse. But yeah, I mean, don't try to run over people, mate. It's not good for your health. It's not good for their health either. So yeah. Okay, Mr. Paulinho, 1 or 2 words about this incident happening in Espanyol that didn't have any casualties, thankfully. Very
not ideal.
Yes, thank you. That is perfectly said. All right. Well, moving on to the next breaking news. So the next breaking news is indeed about Nottingham Forest forward Taiwo Awanoi wakes up from induced coma after urgent surgery. Taiwo Awanoi has woken up in an induced coma after undergoing abdominal surgery. The Nottingham Forest striker collided with the goalpost during their 2-2 home draw against Leicester on Sunday, came back on and completed the match at the City ground despite appearing to be in discomfort. Awanoi was subsequently taken to the hospital on Monday evening after complications were discovered by the club medical staff. Forest confirmed early on Tuesday that Awanoi was recovering well from the procedure. However, doctors placed him under an induced coma, which is used to restrict his movements and regulate his heart rate. There's no suggestions that the 27-year-old's condition is life-threatening, and it is unclear whether or not Awanoi will have another operation at the stage. But yeah, I mean, if you did see this collision against the post, he was going super Super fast. And it doesn't help that Awenoi is one of the fastest players in the Premier League. So actually, JK, I don't know if he's not. I think he might be, but he's a really fast man. And yeah, he's trying to dive for the ball as well as the Leicester one. As you can see on the screen, he looks like he's in pain as well too. But Awenoi just hit it very hard, and thankfully it was not as bad. It could have gone worse, but not as bad. So yeah, okay. Mr. Polino, 1 or 2 words about Mr. Awenoi having a little boo boo.
I agree. And I will come out here and admit that he's faster than me.
Okay, you know
Breaking
what?
news.
That's crazy. Nobody has ever faster Polino. So him saying that, that's like, wow, the crazy thing. Okay, lovely stuff. On to the next breaking news. So the next breaking news is indeed about Jordan Henderson's Ajax concede and the 99th minute blow huge lead as title sickeningly slips away. And yes, Jordan Henderson and his Ajax teammates are at risk of one of the Dutch football's biggest title race computations, which means bad things. The penultimate, oh, I love that word, round in the Eredivisie fixture offered up a dramatic conclusion on Wednesday evening, with Ajax leading the great rivals PSV Eindhoven by 1 point at kickoff. Henderson and co. had making up to prior of the clash at Groningen, having inexplicably blown the title race wide open in recent weeks. Ajax needed just 6 points from their final 5 games to win the league, but somehow managed to let PSV off the hook by drawing 2 and losing 2 games. The worst was still to come, as they let slip a 99th minute equalizer to draw 2-2 against Groningen, but has been reduced to 10 men. Jordan Henderson, has seen shaking his head in the final whistle, while other players, including former Manchester United star Wout Weghorst, were left in disbelief at what was unfolding. At the time of Timmy Blochich's last gasp leveler, PSV fans had stayed behind after watching their side's 4-1 destruction of lowly Hercules in hopes of Ajax's recent congratulations would continue. And yeah, very, very sad for Ajax, honestly. It's crazy how they bottled that league in that. It's crazy. But yeah, this is one of the biggest title collapses in European footballs in recent history. But just to say some other ones, so Newcastle 12 points ahead in the Premier League in 1955, 1996, but they finished second in that, which is absolutely brazy. I don't know how that happened, but hey, it happened. And also, Real Madrid 12 points ahead in La Liga in 2003-2004. They finished 4th. Wow, crazy. And another one where Manchester United were 11 points ahead in the Premier League in the 1997-98. They finished 2nd. Another one, Arsenal 8 points ahead, Premier League 2022-2023, finished 2nd. Oh, that happens a lot. Monaco 8 points ahead, League 1 2023-24, finished 3rd. Inter 6 points ahead, 2021-2022, 6 points, and finished 3rd. And then Bayern Munich 2011-2012, they're 5 points ahead and finished 2nd. Oof, big oof. But yes, this is another one. So Ajax mates, Jordan Henderson. Why'd you bottle it? It's just disgusting. I am disgusted. Tour. Okay, lovely stuff. Mr. Polino, 1 or 2 words about Mr. Ajax and Jordan Henderson bottling the league.
Bottlers.
I like that word, bottlers. Good one. Recycle with the bottles, everybody. It's healthy. Hello, Mr. Rigino. Welcome. How are you? I'm Mr. Juventus and a Roma fan. I hope you're doing great. You just jumped on the show.
Yeah, I'm currently at the gym right now. Hi.
Hi. You are the gym.
Yes, I
1 or
am.
2 words about Ajax bottling the league.
Arsenal 2.0.
I like that. Better well said.
Yeah.
I want nothing else but that. Love that. Okay, lovely stuff. Okay, on to the next breaking news. Dun dun dun. Oh, this is a great one. I can't wait to talk about this one. So yes, breaking news. Real Madrid's Raul Asensio could face charges for allegedly sharing sex tape of a minor. Oh, it's never fun talking about this, but we have to. Real Madrid star Raul Asensio may face criminal proceedings in Spain over allegations that he shared sex tapes involving a minor. The Gran Canaria High Court of Justice announced on Wednesday an investigation regarding the alleged incident had finished and made to order of formalized criminal proceedings. Lots of words. The court also confirmed 4 footballers, including Asensio, could face criminal proceedings over allegations they recorded and distributed videos of sexual content which involved a minor and another woman. Andres Garcia, Ferran Ruiz, and Juan Rodriguez are the 3 other players alleged to be involved. And the court's decision has now meant that Procedures Office can file charges and request a trial or ask the case to be closed. And yeah, the statement released by the court, the judge claimed that there was enough evidence to back up allegations of crimes, which consist of distribution of videos to third parties without the victim's knowledge or consent, solicitations of minor pornographic, I don't know how to say the word, purposes of violation of privacy and possession of child pornography. And yes, very, very interesting. I don't know what's going to happen to this. I mean, it sounds like it's true, which is deep, not good things for Asensio as well, too. So, yeah, I mean, I don't want to say I wish you the best. Honestly, I wish you the worst, mate. But, yeah, that's what happened to the 22-year-old, and we'll see what happens there. Okay. Mr. Paulinho, 1 or 2 words about Mr. Raul Asensio and these non-allegations. They're true now. So, very
Negative situation.
okay, great. Mr. Reguinho, 1 or 2 words about this Raul Asensio little kerfuffle.
I hope it's not true, but if it is, well, Benzema's gonna be proud.
It already is true, mate. But
He already cheered for him on his story. He
Oh,
said, "Thanks for following after me."
It's crazy.
Well, then, yeah,
Be my record.
Benzema's proud. Cannot be
Oh
more
my
proud.
Yes, indeed. Sorry, that's a bad one. Okay, well, moving on to a more lighter news, and that is indeed about the next breaking news. Is indeed about game changer. Kazakhstan billionaire bought EFL club and challenged Wrexham and Birmingham. Ooh, so League One has been about more than just Birmingham and Wrexham this season. There's one team that has been a major disputer at the top tier. That's because Wickham are 1 game away from reaching the League One playoff final, having been bought by Kazakhstan billionaire Mikhail Lomtadze last summer. And yes, his net worth, according to Forbes, is $5.8 billion. Oh my god, that makes him the 592nd richest person in the world right now, after the 591st richest man in the world, Paulinho, who's on the show. Great stuff. So an article that came out calling him a game changer, and Wickham fans can be assured that he is living up to that monarchy. Having been owned by American businessman Rob Pooling since 2020, 90% of the club was sold to Lomtez Blue Ocean Partner Ltd, has made intentions clear from the start. And he said this: "Our goal is to achieve long-term success, both on and off the pitch, whilst building the financially sustainable club. The football world is evolving very fast, and our priority will be to integrate data analytics and technology to elevate the club's performance to new levels." Great. I mean, Wickham finished 10th in League One last season. There's always going uphill battle to get out of the tough division, but it looks like that Wickham is now battling Wrexham, backed by Ryan Reynolds and Robin McElhenney, and also Birmingham, who is also backed by Tom Brady, who spent 25 million last summer as well too. So, yeah, good things. It looks like there's more investment in these clubs. So that's great to see. Great to see. And the only thing I know about Wickham and I like is Mr. Akinfimwa, the biggest tank in the world. He is such a big man for the job. But yes, yeah, good luck, Wickham. You never know. All right, Mr. Paulinho, 1 or 2 words for Wickham and the billionaire owner. Cha-ching. That's what money brings.
Money bringing success.
I like that. Very good. Mr. Reguinho, 1 or 2 words about this lovely Wickham and success.
Well, to counter Paulinho, success brings money.
Sorry, saying money brings happiness.
Oh, wow.
Well,
that's a
money is happiness.
That's what I'm saying.
yes, and you can't spell happiness without money. That's definitely
Without Maguire.
okay. Great, love that. All right, let's now move on to the next breaking news. So, the next breaking news is indeed about Chelsea still have to dead weight to shift with 6 big money players on their transfer list. Oh. Chelsea spent much of last summer's transfer window desperately trying to trim a squad which has become bloated beyond compare, like me after eating a Mackey's. Manager Enzo Maresca even created a bomb squad separating the desirables from the main group of players. Interesting. Despite an element of success selling valuable assets such as Conor Gallagher, Romelu Lukaku, and much problem was simply swept under the carpet. England internationals Raheem Sterling and Ben Chilwell, for example, are still on Chelsea's books despite having no future at the club. A number of loanees are set to return this summer once again, presenting the Blues with another chaotic period shuffling dead weights to stay in line with the financial regulations. Despite spending well over $1 billion since the new ownership arrived in May 2023, there are still significant holes in the Chelsea squad while Maresca will hope to fix before next season. And yeah, interesting stuff. So yeah, I mean, the people that we're talking about that are dead weight is indeed first Kepa Arrizabalaga, who plays for Bournemouth at the moment. Christopher Nkunku, currently that Chelsea want to get rid of as well too. He's kind of doing poor for the season. Connie Chukwuemeka, who's also playing right now for Dortmund, doing good stuff over there. Another one, Raheem Sterling, was playing on Arsenal, their rival. Why not? Ben Chilwell as well, playing for the rival in the south of London, which is indeed the Crystal Palace. Axel Disasi, who plays for Aston Villa as well too, doing decent over there actually. So yeah, so those are the players currently that Chelsea's trying to get dead weight of. So oh my gosh, will they ever learn the lesson to buy the right people? No, I don't know. Maybe. Hey, I don't know. It is what it is. All right, other stuff. Mr. Polino, 1 or 2 words about this Chelsea side and the dead weight.
It probably weighs a lot having Romelu Lukaku.
I like that. Very good. So, Reginio, 1 or 2 words for Chelsea's dead weight players right now. That's them Spain, but yes.
As long as they don't sell Mikhailo Modric, that's completely fine by me. Sell anybody else, but not him.
He's not on the list, so hey, sure. He's just
Exactly.
It's not
getting
dead weight
paid.
to start.
Yeah, it's true. He just has juice weight from all the
Get off my start butt.
Yeah, that's yikes.
big eggs. Okay. Interesting stuff. And now let's go on to the last breaking news of the show, which is indeed an interesting one. So yes, breaking
I was
news.
gonna
Liverpool.
say
Huh?
oh, go ahead. I was gonna say they might decide who they sign based on Instagram.
It's true. It is very true. I mean, okay, let's get into it. So, breaking news: Liverpool ready to sign Trent Alexander-Arnold replacement as former contract made of a bargain release clause. So the Reds had held talk with 24-year-old representatives and understand that have now told the German club they will trigger the release clause. Frimpong can be snapped up for £29.5 million, which is 35 million euros this summer, and he has been linked as possible replacement for Real Madrid's bound Trent Alexander-Arnold at Anfield. Wow, Liverpool mulling over whether to sign direct replacement or put their fate in academy graduate Conor Bradley. With Frimpong's versatility as a fullback in a more attacking winger position, plus his bargain transfer fee, has seen the Reds go ahead with their approach to bring him to the Merseyside. And yes, Arne Slot's plan to recruit another forward as well too, with Darwin Núñez available for sale. Alexander Isak, Benjamin Sesko, and Hugo Ekitike are all admired at Anfield ahead of the summer. So yeah, interesting stuff that could happen. But Frimpong, if he goes to Liverpool, replaces Trent Alexander-Arnold, that's going to be huge, ginormous for Liverpool because that spot's going to be filled perfectly. I hope not. Okay, well, actually, I hope so. Yes, I'm a non-biased. Lisa Polino, 1 or 2 words about Liverpool possibly getting Mr. Frimpong.
I mean, he has a ton of stamina. A lot of people talk about how he gets so high that he's basically a winger, but he was still good as a fullback, and he has a ton of stamina. So he's getting up, and then he's probably just as good defensively as Alexander Arnold. So all the people saying he's a winger need to chill out a little bit.
How do
Even
you
though he'd
chill?
still be good there.
True, very true.
Coutinho chill.
Virginio, what about you, mate? 1 or 2 words about this possible news happening?
I think Frimpong is actually a really, really good player, and Liverpool could definitely benefit.
Mhm.
Trent left a gap, so yeah, I think they're gonna try to get him.
That's called the wage gap. Okay, not really. Sorry. Yeah,
Agreed.
I'll do this. I'll do this.
No,
Yeah, I deserve it. Thank you, mate.
oh,
Thank you, mate. Well, everybody, that was indeed the breaking news for world football at the moment. Let us now get into a lovely thing, which is indeed the top 5 leagues in Europe. And indeed, the first league we're going to talk about is the Premier League, which is the league in England where they speak English.
Wait, one more piece of breaking news.
Oh, yeah, let me go back. Let me go back.
I've found myself a white Cybertruck. I've never seen him in anything but silver.
That's fantastic. It's a spray paint.
wait. No, I actually found a gold Cybertruck not too long ago.
That's
A
fantastic.
Cybertruck and a Cybertruck.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I hate that so much for you. Okay, well, everybody, let's now get into the first league, which is indeed the Premier League, which is in England where they speak English. First place in the Premier League is indeed Liverpool, who won the league. Congratulations. Second is Arsenal. Third is Newcastle. Fourth, Manchester City. And fifth, Chelsea. Sixth is Aston Villa. Down the table is indeed 18th place Ipswich Town, 19th Leicester City, and 20th is Southampton going down. Actually, all those teams are going down, so love you, sir. The top goal scorers for Premier League at the moment is indeed first Mohamed Salah, the Egyptian, with 28 goals for Liverpool. Second is Alexander Isak, the Swedish man, with 23 goals for Newcastle. And third is Erling Haaland, the Norwegian man, with 21 goals for Manchester City. Great job for all of them. Big boys. Whoa. All right, match day 36. Let's get into it. So, first match was the Southampton and Manchester City. 0-0. What a troll fest for Southampton and Manchester City. I love Southampton's admin just trolling Man City on this as well too. We move on. Not the best result for Man City. Next match was Fulham and Everton, 1-3 for Everton, winning away in London. So great result for Everton as well too. Next match was Wolves and Brighton, 0-2 for Brighton, winning away in the Molineux Stadium for Wolves. It's not the best result for Wolves. Brighton, good for them. Next match, Ipswich Town and Brentford, 0-1 for Brentford. And yeah, Brentford winning away, good for them. Next match, Bournemouth and Aston Villa, 0-1 for Aston Villa. Great result for the Villa, and as well a red card for them being naughty, spanky wankies on them. But yes, they are currently in Europa League competition, which is great. Next match, Newcastle and Chelsea. Ooh, you'd think this game would be close, but absolutely not. 2-0 for Newcastle, and a red card for Chelsea being naughty. Nicholas Jackson completely doing an MMA elbow. Why not? Honestly, why not? But yes, kind of easy match for Newcastle when they were winning in the first half, but then it got more difficult once Nicholas Jackson left the field, and yeah. But in the end, Bruno Gomes did score a goal in like the late stages of the game. And yes, currently Newcastle 3rd place, not too shabby for them, and Chelsea at 5th place, hoping to keep that Champions League title. And yes, next match, Manchester United and West Ham United, 0-2 for West Ham United, winning away in Manchester. And yeah, not the best result for United, currently in 16th place. Yikes. Next match, Nottingham Forest and Leicester City, another crucial dropping points for Nottingham Forest. And yes, 2-2 right there. And Nottingham Forest needed this win, but to get any European football, but currently they're in 7th place behind Aston Villa. Next match, Tottenham and Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace winning in Tottenham Stadium in London. This is another London derby, but yes, Palace winning 2-0 away. Good win for them. Currently 12th place, not so shabby. Tottenham, 17th place. Yikes. Wow. Next match, Liverpool Arsenal, 2-2, a tie right there, and a red card for Arsenal being naughty. And yes, Liverpool, didn't really matter for them, but Arsenal didn't really matter for them as well too. They already got Champions League, but yeah, decent match. All right, well, that was the Premier League. Anybody have anything you want to say about Premier League, or forever hold your peas, carrots, and broccoli?
No, I did not see anything. Wait, Arsenal could still win the league.
As they could win the league tomorrow if everybody from Liverpool Stadium just explodes.
Yeah.
Okay, great stuff. That was the Premier League. Let's now move on to the next league, which is indeed the La Liga. where Mr. Mbappe is. That's crazy. Well, yes, La Liga, they played in Spain. They speak Spanish. Crazy. First in La Liga is indeed Barcelona, who currently did win the La Liga. Congratulations to them. Second is Real Madrid. Third is Atletico Madrid. Fourth is Athletic Bilbao. Fifth is Villarreal. Sixth is Real Betis. Seventh is Celta Vigo. And eighth is Rayo Vallecano. Down the table, 18th place is Leganés. 19th is Las Palmas. And 20th is Valladolid. The top goal scorers for La Liga at the moment is first Kylian Mbappe. Why am I singing? There we go. With 28 goals for Real Madrid. Second is a Polish striker, Robert Lewandowski, with 25 goals for Barcelona. And third is a Croatian striker, Ante Budimir, with 20 goals for Barcelona. Those lads. Match 36, let's get into it. First match, Valladolid and Girona, 0-1 for Girona winning away. Good for them. Next match, Real Sociedad and Celta Vigo, 0-1 for Celta Vigo winning away. And yeah, good for them. Currently in European competition. Next match, Sevilla and Las Palmas, 1-0 for Sevilla. And yeah, decent result for Sevilla. Next match, Alaves and Valencia, 1-0 for Alaves. Not the best result for Valencia, but good for Alaves. Next match, Villarreal and Leganés, 3-0 for Villarreal. Good for them. They're currently in Champions League position. Nice. Next match, Real Madrid and Mallorca. Ooh, such a close game. In the little bits of the match, Real Madrid is scoring to win that and keep their 78 points. I mean, they didn't really have any competition currently because Barcelona did win, but hey, why not? 2-1 for them. Next match, Real Vallecano and Real Betis. Ooh, such a great match here, but 2-2, and not the best result for Real Betis, but currently they are sixth in a Europa League competition. Next match, Osasuna and Atletico Madrid, 2-0 for Osasuna winning at home. Great result for them. Atletico Madrid, poor performance on them, at least from what I've heard. But we'll talk about that. Next match is Getafe and Athletic Bilbao, 0-2 for Athletic Bilbao, and yes, with Athletic Bilbao winning away, currently in fourth place, which is the Champions League. Well done. Next match, Espanyol and Barcelona, 0-2 for Barcelona winning away against the rivals, and a red card for Espanyol being naughty. Lots of bad things happening in this match and around this match. But yes, Lemar scoring a beauty of a goal, and as well, Fermin Lopez doing good stuff too. All right, Mr. Paulino, you know we have to come back to you for Atletico Madrid. You don't have to talk about it a lot, but what happened, mate? Atletico Madrid, Osasuna, 0-2 for Osasuna.
The team kind of fell flat, and I think the fullback substitutions. The fullbacks we specifically have, we came into the season trying to play a back three or back five, whichever way you want to look at it. And the fullbacks do not fit a back four, and they subbed on Azpilicueta and Nahuel Molina to play fullback, which hasn't really worked ever in the last few years. So I'm not sure why they did that. The only reason we play a back four is because Javi Galan broke through in a back four. But besides that, almost everyone else in the team has been better in a back three. So I think it's interesting, but I have nothing more to say on that game. But one thing I will point out is that game knocks Real Betis against Vallecano. It knocks away Real Betis' Champions League hopes. Yeah, it would have been very close otherwise, but now it's almost impossible for Betis to get in. So the Champions League teams are going to be the top five.
Crazy. Okay, lovely stuff. All right, Mr. Reguino, want to tell us about the Espanyol Barcelona game? I know you did happen to watch this match.
They performed well. Barcelona performed well. I expected them to win. We expected them to win. My only gripe with that game is not subbing in Ansu Fati. I think after the first goal, I think it was already set that Barcelona were gonna win. I know Espanyol had like a couple chances, but still, it's like subbing Ansu Fati, give the guy a couple more minutes, and then maybe he'll score. Give him confidence, you know. Crazy goal by Lamine Yamal. Insane.
Hmm.
Wonder kid. And then Fermin Lopez to seal the deal. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything more. Overall, a good game. And then
Nice.
Madrid really struggled a lot during their game. I ended up watching that one too. And all I
Mhm.
can say is their
Mhm.
injuries have been plaguing them a lot. Like if it wasn't for a good starting team getting injured, like they could field the team with full of injured players.
Hmm.
They would have won that game easily. But it took the debut of a young player and the I guess the hunger for getting the first goal to win the game, and it was a pretty good goal. But Xavi Alonso is going to come in, and so I think everyone has high expectations. So I just hope he can fulfill them.
Ugh, we will see. We will see. They bottled this league and Champions League, so we'll see. Okay, well, everybody, that was indeed La Liga. Let's now move on to the next league, which is indeed the Bundesliga. They speak German and they live in Germany. Crazy. First place in the Bundesliga at the moment is first Bayern München. Second is Bayern Leverkusen. Third is Eintracht Frankfurt. Fourth is SC Freiburg. Fifth is Dortmund. And sixth is Mainz. Down the table, 18th place is Heidenheim. 17th is Holstein Kiel. And 18th place is FC Bochum. Going down, not good. All right, the top goal scorer for Bundesliga at the moment is first the English striker Harry Kane with 25 goals for Bayern München. Second is Serhou Guirassy with 20 goals for Borussia Dortmund. And third is Patrick Schick, 19 goals for Leverkusen, which are willingly good for you. All right, match day 33, let's get into it. So, first match was Wolfsburg in Hoffenheim, 2-2 right there. Not the best result for both teams, honestly. But yeah, it is what it is. Moving on. Next match, Holstein Kiel in Freiburg, 1-2 for Freiburg winning and keeping their Champions Leagues alive. They're fourth place currently. Next match, Bochum and Mainz, 1-4 with Mainz battering Bochum at the home. And yeah, currently Mainz in Europa Conference League competition. Good for them. Next match was Werder Bremen and Leipzig, 0-0. Not much happening. Not the best result for both teams as well too, especially if they want a European competition. So we move on. Next match, Union Berlin and Heidenheim. Wow, Union Berlin losing 0-3 at home with Heidenheim battering them away. And yeah, good for Heidenheim, currently 16th place. Next match, Bayern München and Borussia Mönchengladbach, 2-0 for Bayern München beating out Borussia Mönchengladbach. And yeah, Bayern already did win the league last week, but hey, good for Bayern München winning at home. And Bayern currently in they're currently in first place. They won it. And yeah, that was Thomas Müller's last home game for Bayern München since he is leaving the club. So, legend. Good for him. Love that. Next match, Borussia Dortmund, blah, blah. No, it's not the team. Haha. Bayern Leverkusen versus Borussia Dortmund, 2-4. Did happen to watch this match. What a match it was. And yeah, actually, both the teams didn't really look like they were trying, honestly. But hey, Dortmund did win 4-2 away in Bayern Leverkusen Stadium, and yes, good for Dortmund. And yeah, Dortmund currently in fifth place, Europa League. Good for them. Leverkusen second place. They already have the Champions League in the bag. All right, next match. Eintracht Frankfurt St. Pauli. Oh my god, disappointing for Frankfurt. 2-2, a tie right there, especially in Frankfurt playing there. And yes, currently Eintracht Frankfurt still in third place after a couple results. Next match, Stuttgart in Augsburg, 4-0 with Stuttgart battering Augsburg. In Stuttgart as well too, a red card for Augsburg being naughty, and yeah, Stuttgart good for them. Currently in a nice little 11th place. Okay, anybody want to say anything about Bundesliga or forever hold your peace, carrots, and broccoli?
I will say it is very interesting that Freiburg is in fourth place with a -2 goal differential. But
That's
look at the
actually
goal differentials
crazy.
next to them.
What the hell? Yeah,
It's
I
so
see.
funny. They
Werder
must have
Bremen.
lost like 5-0 to Bayern.
Yeah. How does that happen? You're just so close to the end of the season, and they only have.
They must. I think they're winning all their games by like 1 goal and just getting destroyed when they lose. But I guess the other things to point out would be that Leipzig have dropped out of Europe entirely. And they all they had to do was beat. Well, I guess Werder Bremen at home is pretty good usually, but yeah, that was a big draw I think Leipzig would represent the Bundesliga better in Europe than Mainz, so I'd probably kind of prefer to see them go in because I also think that Burkhardt on Mainz is probably going to leave in the summer.
True.
And then I would probably prefer Dortmund over one of Frankfurt or Freiburg in the Champions League for the same reason. But I also just went to both those places. So I'll take pride in them being in the spots they're in and hope that they finish above them.
Love that. Thank you for your pride, Mr. Polino. I always appreciate it. Okay, well, you got anything you want to say? I don't know if anything. You watched any matches?
I like Germans.
Okay, I like that. I like German food
Yeah.
too.
Men
Love
are
All the above. Give it to me. I'll take it. All right. Next match. Not sus at all. The next league is indeed the Serie, which is the Italian league, or they speak Italian there. Buongiorno. That's an Italian word. Crazy. First place in Serie A is indeed first Napoli. Second is Inter Milano. Third is Atalanta. Fourth is Juventus. Fifth is wow. Lazio. I don't know why it took so long. Sixth is Roma. Down the table, 18th place is Lecce. 19th is Empoli. And 20th is Monza. All right, lovely stuff. The top goal scorers for Serie A at the moment is indeed first, Matteo Retegui. Second is... Oh, wait, I didn't even say the goals. 24 goals for Atalanta. Great. Wow. Second is Moise Kean with 17 goals for Fiorentina. Third is Adomela Lukman with 15 goals for Atalanta. Woo! Nice for them. All right, match day 36 out of 38. Let's get into it. So first match, Milano and Bologna, 3-1. And yes, what a win it was for Milano against Bologna. But that did not happen in the Supercoppa for Bologna. Congratulations to Bologna for winning the Supercoppa for the first time in 15 years or something like that. It's crazy. Good for them, though. Best Milano won this match, and currently Milano in a nice, measly 8th place. I don't know if they'll get European competition. They could, but we'll see. Next match, Como and Cagliari. 3-1 for Como, winning at home, and great win for them as well, too. Currently in 10th place, not too shabby. Next match, Lazio and Juventus, 1-1. Ooh, both teams needed to win this if they had a chance at least of sticking their heads into Champions League a little more, but 1-1 and a red card for Juventus being naughty. Next match, Empoli and Parma, 2-1 for Empoli, winning at home, and a red card for Parma being naughty. Empoli, they're kind of a relegated 19th place. Next match, Udinese in Monza, 1-2 for Monza, winning away. Good for Monza, and yeah, lovely stuff for them. They are kind of already down, very down. Next match was Verona and Lecce. Love that stuff. And 1-1, not much happening there. We move on. Next match, Torino and Inter Milano, 0-2. Massive result for Inter Milano, winning in Turin against Torino. And yes, Inter Milan keeping up with the Kardashians. Keeping up with the league. Good for them. Currently 1 point behind Napoli. Next match, Napoli and Genoa, 2-2. Ooh, only 1 point for Napoli, but they could have gone ahead by a nice couple of points as well, 4 points. But title race is looking tight. We like that. Next match, Venezia and Fiorentina, 2-1 for Venezia, winning against Fiorentina. And Fiorentina, not the best result for them as well too. Next match, Atalanta Roma, 2-1 for Atalanta, winning at home, and yes, currently in 3rd place. And Roma, they kind of needed that win to want to assure some sort of Europa or Champions League, but hey, things are not over. All right, Mr. Paulino, Lazio Juventus. I don't know if you watched that match. 1 or 2 words about it.
I did not, but I will give you some words about Serie A. I did see there's like some, like the League Excels that people put on Twitter and stuff. So someone put one up for AC Milan on how they can make Champions League, and they need like 12 different results to go their way, and so far they're like 6 for 6. It's absolutely crazy. Like they need Juventus, Lazio, Roma, and Bologna to all drop points for them to get into the Champions League, and so far every result has gone exactly how they need.
Yeah, I was about to say, you know what? That's possible. The way Juventus have been playing.
I mean, all of them have been like pretty crap second half of the year. Like Lazio, I want to say were they second or
Yeah, Lazio
No,
was top
they were like they
3.
were fourth for sure, but they were like fourth by a margin before, and then they've had a crap second half of the year. Juventus has been they've just been drawing all year, to be honest, and then
Yeah,
Bologna got hot for a little bit and fell off. Roma's finished the year better, but they do this every year. They look like they're not going to do anything and finish mid-table, then they somehow end up magically in like the Europa League. So um, I think Europe needs Milan and Milan needs Europe. So
And I
would
need
love to see
you.
it. I need you, Riggy.
um, get in line. Andrew's first.
Ooh. Okay. You know what you think about these matches, mate? Juventus Roma.
I didn't really get to watch that much Roma. I was more focused on Juventus because we definitely needed that win. Um, the goal was bound to happen. They were pressing a lot, and I like the way they were playing up until they scored, and then they still had chances, but they played more defensively, and it's like you know what's on the line, so why not finish your chances?
You know
That
what,
red card
Riggy?
that well, yeah, that red
R-
card that Kalulu got, seriously silly. It was the silliest red card he could have gotten. It's like Yildiz getting that red card. It was that silly.
What a
Like there was
silly
no,
willy-nilly.
yeah, there was no reason for him to get that red card. It was just dumb. I mean, overall, the team played all right. I expected more, especially because the objective is to go to champions. And I think if they don't go to champions, then the manager already is going to be in like a hot spot because there's already been talk that he hasn't been providing what they expected of him. And so, I mean, they just got him, but still, it's like, sheesh.
I will say, on the other hand, I think Europe also needs Juventus, or the Champions League
That's
does as well.
of
But
course.
I will say, what a slip up from Roma. Roma almost went from like 15th to the Champions League in half a season. I don't know how they do this every single year.
Yeah, Roma, but I mean, Roma's been going through like 3 different managers within 2 seasons, 3 or 4
Yeah, but
managers within
every
two
year
seasons.
people project them like, oh, they're going to finish like top three somehow or top four, and they always end up having the most underwhelming first half of the season of like any team in the top five leagues, and then they
Yeah, and
finish
then
the
they
year
kind of
off like
they kind of
unnoticeably.
turn it up.
People, yeah, then people like don't notice, and they're just like, oh, how did they end up back up in like the top five?
Well, Matthias Schule for Roma has been doing insane work. Like we
Uh,
had him in Juventus and we didn't play him enough, and then now he's performing and he's clutching up games for them.
is Dybala back and fit too, or
No, he's out for the season. He got injured.
oh really?
Yeah, he got injured. He's out for the season. He might be.
That's
He didn't even
unfortunate.
get called up for the Argentina preliminaries.
That's
So
unfortunate.
yeah, it's really unfortunate because when he's in form, he's really really good. And then it's also unfortunate that he plays the same position as Messi. So you're obviously not going to see any game time as long as Messi's in the team,
Sad but true.
unless Messi gets injured or like for whatever reason he doesn't play. Then Dybala would play, but he's injured and Messi's not, and obviously they're going to start Messi over Dybala anyway, which I would not. I think Dybala's better. That's just my 2 cents. But definitely underwhelming for Juventus. I expected them to win, especially because they were up 1 and they were doing good. They had pretty good um, passes, pretty good possession. It's just that slip up, that red card, and then everything just went downhill. There's always something with that team, and I cry every night.
Yeah, but they will probably still end up Champions League.
That well, it depends because Udinese. That's
Where are they
I think
playing?
that's Udinese.
Let me see. I need to see the final two for the rest of the games. You can go on
Yeah,
Shane's, Andrew.
it depends. Udinese. Well, I don't think they're battling for any position, so they could literally just upset Juventus just to upset them.
They also have
Which,
no pressure on them. Yeah.
yeah, there's no pressure, so they can literally play however they want. And then Juventus definitely needs to clutch. They need to win this. Like, there's no other option if they want to stay in champions. They need
Well,
to win this because
Lazio is playing Inter away from home next week, so that's going to be tough for them.
Oof.
Yeah,
And
and
then
then Roma plays too.
Bologna is going to play Fiorentina at home. Fiorentina at home is pretty tough. Who does Milan play? Milan plays Roma at home. That's
Yeah,
going to be a big one.
that's gonna be a pretty tough game. So as a Juventus fan, Juventus has to win regardless because I think they might be up by goal difference.
Yeah, they play, but they're at home, right? And then they
Mhm.
play Venezia last match of the season, so I think they should be fine.
No, we'll see.
We'll
Indeed.
see. Well, who
We
does
will see.
Napoli play at the? Napoli plays Parma and Cagliari. No way. If they don't win this title, this might be the biggest choke job of all time. I don't even care about the Ajax one. Like
Yeah.
their last three opponents, I want to say, are they all
They're gonna botch
relegation?
it. They're gonna choke.
Where's Genoa right now? Genoa might be mid-table.
Wait, Napoli
Lukaku.
has Lukaku, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's over. They're gonna miss.
Inter Milan to win. Your favorite team, Mr. Aguinho.
Don't no.
It'll be interesting. They have some tough fixtures. I want to say. Yeah, they have Lazio and then they have Como. And Como at home is pretty good.
Yeah.
I
Agreed.
will
Agreed.
I
Como has a
will
good home
travel
record.
to I will travel to Inter Milan in 2-foot slide tackle Martinez
No,
myself.
look at this. Como's won the last 5 straight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
they started
Shout out to
performing.
Czech Fabregas, honestly, and all the owners. Thierry Henry.
Yeah.
It's got like the David Beckham clout.
Hell yeah. Okay, my buddy. That was a Serie A. It's a tight race as always. I mean, no surprises. But all right, moving on to the next league, which is indeed the Ligue 1, which is indeed the French league. We'll speak French, Francais. First place in Ligue 1 is indeed first PSG, who already won the league. Crazy. Wow. Second is Marseille. Third is Monaco. Fourth is Nice. Fifth is Lille. Sixth is Strasbourg. Down the table, 16th place is L'Envie. 17th is Saint-Etienne. And 18th is Montpellier. All right, the top goal scorers for Ligue 1 at the moment is first Ousmane Dembélé for PSG with 21 goals. Second is Mason Greenwood for Marseille, slapping it up with 19 goals in Ligue 1. Third is Ahmad Koumdoulou, who is 17 goals for Rennes. Shout out to him, such a good player. All right, match day 33, let's get into it. First match was indeed Rennes and Nice. Ooh, a nice game here. 2-0 for Rennes, winning at home when Nice needed that at least try to get Champions League position, but fourth place for them. Next match, Angers in Strasbourg. 2-1, a big match for Angers, winning that at home, 2-1. And yeah, good for them, currently 13th place. Next match, Toulouse and Lens, 1-1 right there, and yeah, not the best result for both teams, but we move on. Next match, Monaco and Lyon, 2-0 for Monaco. Great game here, but great game for Monaco. Currently trying to secure the Champions League place. Next match was Brest and Lille, 2-0 for Brest, beating out Lille. Yes, Lille kind of needed that win as well too if they wanted to get some sort of European competition secured, but they are currently 57 points tied with Nice and Strasbourg. Next match was L'Envie and Marseille, 1-3 for Marseille. And yes, Marseille currently in second place. I would say comfortable, but not really. 62 points for them. And yeah, but yeah, decent result for them. Next match was Rennes and Saint-Etienne, 0-2 for Saint-Etienne, winning even though they are currently in relegation. But yes, not the best result for Rennes. Next match was Montpellier and PSG. Montpellier is just primary of it. 1-4 for PSG, winning away, and Montpellier losing that as well too. Yeah, PSG currently first place. They already won it. Oh well. Next match, Ajax and Nantes, 1-1 right there. And yeah, a tie right there, and we move on. Anybody want to say anything about Ligue 1 or anything? I don't know.
I will say, I do not want, especially after the season showing in the Europa League, I don't want to see Nice in there again. I mean, I think they got like 3 or 4 points in the entire league phase, which is just insane. I don't think they played anyone that good. I mean, at least through like a 8-game session, like you should be getting more than 4 points considering who you're playing, and how many funds they have compared to everyone else. With what Lyon did, I would rather see them in there. And I think Lille's had a pretty good season. Strasbourg, I don't know. I think they're going to lose all their best players since they're owned by Chelsea. But
True.
Yeah, I think Nice does not deserve it after what they did in the Europa League. It's also surprising how few high goal scorers there are this year. But I will leave the rest to anyone else. I'll leave the floor open.
Floor is closed now. Is there anything I want to say about the French league?
all I gotta say is Dembele. He ate his vegetables or he drank his milk because he rarely gets injured.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
honestly, that's wow. That should have been the thumbnail for this. Why is Dembele actually not injured? But fair enough. Wow.
There we go. Well, that's why he's the. Well, maybe it's ever since you've put him as the emblem for League On.
The meme.
He's
Yeah.
Instead of Mbappe, he's been fit. So maybe it's all because of you.
Oh, you're welcome, Dembele. Just give me all your salary, and I will be able to afford life. Okay.
And it looks like there's one player coming through at Monaco. He's been pretty good this last half of the season. His name's Micah Bierith, and I think you could see him have a more serious breakout next season, especially since he's going to be in the Champions League. And I have some faith in this Monaco side compared to the other Ligue on sides. So, well, I have more faith in Marseille and PSG, of course, but I think Ligue 1 will be well represented in the Champions League next year.
Oh, like that one Monaco side that had all those brilliant players. I think it's Bernardo Silva, Mbappe. Who else?
Romain Lamar.
Lamar. Yeah.
Falcao.
Yep. Wow.
Fabinho Bakayoko.
Actually, Leon is
Ferland
really
Mendy.
well. Damn. Okay.
That was such a great.
Emo Glick. Jemerson. Raggi.
Emerson. Leon is actually well
Subasic.
represented in the
That's
female
entire starting 11.
Champions League.
And Veller Germain. There you go.
Yes.
About that. Okay, lovely stuff. On to the next league, which is the MLS and Saudi Pro League. And yes, MLS, Messi is over there, and Saudi Pro League, Ronaldo's over there. I wonder why. All right, MLS currently first place is the Cincinnati, second is Philadelphia Union, third is Columbus Crew, and fourth is Nashville, and fifth is Inter Miami. Messi's over there. Down the table is indeed Atlanta United, Toronto, and Montreal. The top goal scorers for MLS at the moment is Ty Baribo with 10 goals for Philadelphia Union. Second is Christian Arejo with 9 goals for San Jose Earthquakes. And third is Brian White with 8 goals for Vancouver. Good for them. So proud of them. All right, now on to the Saudi Pro League. Ooh. Wow, crazy. Saudi Pro League. So yes, let me get my little affiliates that has to do with the Saudi Pro League. So I'm gonna press this button. It did not work. I'm gonna try this one. Michael Jackson. All right, well, yes, my Saudi Pro League rep is here. Haley, please help us and present the Saudi Pro League.
Hey everybody, it's me, Haley. That was me because I'm so fun. But yes, Saudi Pro League, it's me. I'm gonna go ahead and say everything has to do with it. So yes, congratulations to first place in the Saudi Pro League, Alex, who did indeed win the league. Congratulations to them. High fives, all the clappies, clap for them. Yes, good for them. They won it, Benzema, Kante. Oh, so good. Second is Al Hilal. Third is Al Qiyadish. And fourth is Al Nassr. Fifth is Al Ali Saudi. Sixth is Al Shabib. Double table. Fifth place is Al Oriwa. 17th is Al Akhdud. And 18th is Al Riyadh. Finally, the top of the goals for the Saudi Pro League is the first. Cristiano Ronaldo with 23 goals for Al Nassr. Wow, sweet. And second is Hamdallah with 21 goals for Al Shabib. And tied with him is the Karim Benzema, 21 goals for Al Ittihad. Good for them. They're so great. Okay, well, everybody, thank you for listening to me. And I am bye-bye.
Well, thank you so much, Haley, for that. That was lovely for you to present that. Okay, well, everybody, now let us get into the next segment, which is indeed the European leagues, which is first, we're going to talk about the Champions League, and we already know what happened, honestly, in the Champions League. We went there, did that, done that, messed around, yeah. So, Inter Milan won 7-6 on aggregate against Barcelona, it was such a crazy title race, that one. Not really title race, but a crazy game. Aggregate games, semi-final games. I finally got that one. And yeah, good for Inter Milan onto the final. And then aggregate 3-1 for PSG beating out Arsenal. I would say easily, but at times not. But yes, PSG onto the final. And yes, it is indeed now with PSG versus Inter Milan. I mean, the game is in a measly little. How long is it in? It's in 2 weeks now, so we could save the predictions for next week or even the week after that. So yes, yeah, sure. I'm gonna save it because we need something to talk about. All right, moving on. I need to milk this as much as possible. On to the Europa League. Lovely stuff. And currently, we know what did happen, and let's go ahead and talk about it since we didn't talk about it last time. Oh, great stuff from here because this is I love this so much. So yes, the Europa League. What indeed did happen in the second leg for this one? So, indeed, it was Manchester United and Bilbao. And yeah, what happened? I'll tell you about that in a second because I do know what happened. You crazy guys. It was indeed Manchester United 4-1 against Athletic Bilbao. With Athletic Bilbao did score in the first half, making it 1-0, where they had some hope. But then Manchester United second half came back, battered them 4-1, and yes, on aggregates it was 7-1 for Manchester United. Athletic Bilbao just screwed themselves, honestly, in the first leg. So it is what it is. And the next match was the Bodo Glimt in Tottenham, 0-2 for Tottenham, winning in Norway. And yeah, you would think that Bodo Glimt would have some home advantage, but nah, Tottenham just, again, I wouldn't say wiped the floor, but they did win comfortably. So 1-5 on aggregate for the Tottenham. And in the final, it is indeed an interesting one, which is indeed the Tottenham versus Manchester United. And yes, let's see 16th place and 17th place in the Premier League playing each other. That's crazy to think about that. They're so bad in the Premier League, but at least in Europa League, they did something. So yeah, the final's going to be in Bilbao. Shame Athletic Bilbao didn't win this one, but yep, I wonder who Bilbao's going to be going for. Probably Tottenham. Okay, yeah, we'll talk about the predictions another time. I mean, do any Paulinho or Reguinho want to talk about the matches between Man United, Athletic Bilbao, or Bodo Glimt, Tottenham? Maybe it was just comfortable, honestly.
They were covered last week
What?
in the show, I think.
No, we didn't talk about it last week.
Yeah, we did. Remember? Oh wait, maybe we didn't. Yeah, I mean, Bilbao not having their 4 best players, which we talked about on the show, obviously hurt them, and they looked alive for a little bit. Once Hori Gazor, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Once he scored, it looked like, oh, this could be a game. But Mount came out; he had a really good performance.
Finally.
And maybe he'll get a move off this, or maybe he'll get more playing time. But he could have just shown some trust from his manager. So for me, that's the takeaway out of the game. Mount could end up being an integral part of Man United for the rest of the season and maybe next season.
That'd be good. Be good. Yeah, lovely stuff. Reguinho, anything you want to say about this, or just we move on?
I wanted Bodo Glimt to win.
Same.
I'm actually pretty sad that they didn't win.
Yes.
That's it.
Love that. Okay, lovely stuff. On to the next competition, the final one, sadly, but is indeed the Europa Conference Liga. Real Betis did play Fiorentina, and Chelsea played Djurgården, Polish side. I know that so well. But yes, what happened in the second leg? It was indeed, I mean, it was kind of you know what? To be fair, it was great for the one of the legs, but the other legs was kind of. So let's just talk about it really fast. So yeah, it was indeed 1-0 for Chelsea versus Djurgården, and only 1-0 in Stamford Bridge, but they won 5-1 on aggregate with Dewsbury Hall scoring that goal for Chelsea. Great goal, but Djurgården as well too, getting the chances, but didn't take them. Happens. Next match was Fiorentina and Real Betis, 2-2. What a match this was, honestly, and Oh yes, Fiorentina coming up a little short when they could have taken the chances even more, but 3-4 and I agree, and 4 Real Betis. And now the GOAT Anthony is in the final. And yeah, it is indeed Chelsea's Paul Palmer versus Anthony's Real Betis. And I say Anthony's Real Betis. I said that correctly. The finals in Wrocław in Poland. And yeah, exciting stuff. And can't wait to see what happens. Any of you guys want to say about anything about this second leg that happened? We won't talk about the final as of yet. We'll save that.
Antonino.
One word. I like that.
I hope that Mikhailo Modric is cleared and plays the final.
Bruh. Where's that person?
I just want to see him play. Okay.
You got to go to his house and ask him for that because I don't know if you're getting that anytime soon.
I know.
It's sad, but it's sad, and it's very, very sad, and I still can't find. I don't have bro. I have. I only have that. Okay, well, everybody, that was indeed the European competitions. Now let's move on to the next segment of the show, which is indeed the football memes of the week, brought to you by Rival Banters, where we talk about the funniest football memes of the week. Crazy. All right, well, Anthony is our football meme of the season, and we love him so much. And let us now move on to the first meme. So yes, this shows the table. Newly promoted teams have blood on their hands for single-handedly costing us what would have been the funniest thing in Premier League history. And that is talking about the 18th, 19th, and 20th place, which is Ipswich Town, Leicester City, and Southampton. Imagine if the teams were just a bit better, had more financial backing. Manchester United and Tottenham could right now be in relegation battle. It's so sad because they did so poor with Southampton with 12 points, Leicester City with 22, and Ipswich Town with 22, and then Manchester United has 39 points. But if those teams were any bit better, it could have been it could have been fun. All right, moving on to the next football news of the week. And yes, this one is titled Newcastle Go Ahead Eagles, Harry Kane and Bologna ending their trophy drought this season. And it shows a pic of Gru standing in front of all his minions looking so happy. And yeah, shout out to all of them with winning a trophy for the first time or for the first time in a long time. So shout out to them. Love that for them. All right, on to the last meme where Anthony is hiding the last meme. He is so cute. So the last meme is indeed a funny one, and it shows a picture of a man smiling with the pearliest white teeth ever. And it says influencers when they hit 5K followers. And then someone replied to that tweet from the football community saying, Brazilian footballers when they sign for a decent team. Honestly, on top of that, I'm going to say Brazilian footballers when they sign for Liverpool. Is that Firmino? I know what you're trying to do.
Firmino.
Oh my god. And then Jurgen Klopp as well too. I think it's everybody when they move to Liverpool. They just have the widest seat as well. Sadio Mane, Firmino, Mr. Jurgen Klopp. It's in the genes.
Darwoozy,
yeah. Perfect smile he has. Okay, lovely stuff. Okay, that was indeed the football memes of the week. Now, let's get into the last segment of the show, which is indeed the Golden Goal Show football quiz. Wow. Let's go ahead and say the rules.
Hi, everyone and everybody to the Golden Goal Show football quiz. Aye, Suey. The guests will answer a series of football-related questions to test their alpha, beta, sigma knowledge in football. So whoever has the most correct questions answered by the end of the quiz wins an all-inclusive tropical cruise with Big Benzema. Oh no. JKLOL Stinky, you get a crisp high five. Good luck, lads.
Thank you for your.
All right, guys, lock in.
Locked in. Yeah, I need to change that next season to Asensio and Benzema. So that's gonna be great. Okay, well, everybody, are you both ready
I
for
can't
this?
wait.
I cannot wait either. Are you ready for this lovely quiz? Because I am. Okay, well, this quiz is indeed going to be about Mr. Thomas Müller, the Bayern legend who did indeed retire for Bayern's first team, not the second team. Crazy. But yes, it's going to be a little quiz about him. First question. When was Thomas Müller born? I know you all know this so easily. Was it indeed on the 19 on this is so confusing. Was it in 9/13, 1989, 19/9, 1989, 13/9, 1989, 13/9, 2089, or 13/9, 1899? You have 10 seconds. Honestly, say A, B, C, D, or E. I can't be asked.
What
I
were
was
the
gonna ask
years
if you could
again?
repeat
Just give me
that.
the years.
Could you repeat that again?
89, 89, 89, 89, or 99.
So
I'm gonna
three
say C.
89s or 99. Okay. Give me B.
Okay.
One of the 89s, please.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
going
honestly,
to say
I'm
option
honestly
C.
gonna say either 9/13, 1989 or 13/9, 1989. There's two choices.
I'll take the first.
I'll take the second.
Oh. Sorry, that was weird. All right, well, the correct answer for this is indeed 13/9, 1989, which means, Regino, you got it correct.
Yeah, we're like
Hey.
BFFs.
Yeah, Thomas Müller, the horse. All right, on to the next question. And yes, when did Thomas Müller start his career? Was it 2010, 2006, 2009, 2008, or 2007? Is it 10, 6, 9, 8, or 7? You have 10 seconds.
Ooh.
2009.
Cause,
Okay.
well, 2010. No, wait, 2007.
Okay.
I think he started really young.
Yeah, like Benzema. All right, well, the correct answer is not 2006. It is not 2010. It is not 2007.
Oh no.
It is not 2009. Correct answer is indeed 2008. Yeah. Well, no one got it
Oh,
right.
really?
Yep. No one got it right, sadly. It's
Wait,
okay.
how old was he when he started? Do you know, host?
Yes, he was old enough. On to question number 3. Oh, what
You
the hell?
actually got me there.
This actually is a question. Is Mueller fat? That's actually the question. No or yes?
No,
I'll say yes. According to BMI.
I checked them out.
Potentially. Oh.
Um,
Actually,
next-
he does look old and like kind of wrinkly now, so I'll say no.
I'll check them out. Yeah, I checked them out earlier today.
Who is this according to, by the way?
6-pack.
What the? Okay.
No, who's judging whether he's fat or not? That's my question.
I don't know, but the next questions are even weirder.
It's Eden. It's Eden Hazard. Hazard is judging.
Yes. Okay.
Hazardinho.
All right. What's your answer, Polino? Is it Thomas Mueller fat? No or yes?
Opposite of whatever Rigo went. He
Okay.
said no,
said
right? I'll say
no.
yes.
Well, the correct answer is to no, according to this.
No.
Wait.
2-0 for Rigino. All right.
Yes,
Next
sir.
question. Did Thomas Müller win the Bundesliga? No or yes?
Probably.
Yes. Actually, yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
I paused.
That's okay. We all do that. Correct answer is that. So it is indeed 2-1 or 3-1. Next question. Is Thomas Müller from England? Yes or no?
That is
I'll say
a
no.
positive,
Okay.
sir.
Oh, you said positive. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
he's actually from England. He's just disguised as a German.
I'm sorry, Mr. Regino. But it
Son of
is
a gun.
indeed correct. Yep. It is currently right now 3-2 for Mr. Regino. All right, next question. Does Thomas Müller like to play football? Yes or
I
no?
want to say
Yes.
no.
Okay. Well, the answer is indeed yes. And it is tied 3-3 right now. Crazy.
Well, okay, so I actually want to say no because, like, for example, Eden Hazard, he played it, or like Gareth Bale, they played, but they never. Well, from what they make it seem, they never really liked it. They just played it to play, not because they actually liked it. Does that make
Yes.
sense?
Cool story, bro. Next question. Did Thomas Müller
Oh.
win the La Liga? Yes or no?
I'm gonna fight you. Yes. Wait. No. Yes. Yes.
Did he win what?
La Liga.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
What's your
I can
answer, Mr.
prove you to
Brickino?
that.
Are you gonna bottle this like Arsenal? Or are you gonna?
No, he did not win the Liga.
Okay, we'll correct
He's
for
only
both of them.
played for Bayern, right?
But
Yeah.
for
No, I think he played for another team as well too.
no, he only played for Bayern. But he's gonna play for Stingers.
Chicago Fire. Right.
Brother, I could see him going to the Fire. Honestly.
I could see him taking Derek's spot.
No.
Maybe.
Okay. Next question.
Dude.
Thomas Müller
Oh.
plays tennis as a job. Yes or no?
No.
No.
Okay, correct. Wow. This is the.
It could be
best
like
quiz
his
that-
side hustle.
All right, this is the actual last question, and Thomas Müller's shirt is a number 13 because he wants it. A, it's a goals against Barcelona. B, he's got 12 Bundesliga titles. C, he plays football from the age of 13 years old. C, he has born in the 13. What the hell does that even mean? He had his prime at 13. You have 10 seconds.
Wait. His shirt number is 13. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. Why is it?
Why is it 13?
Because he was born on the 13th.
He was born on the 13th, like the month.
What are the answers again? Host?
He wants it. It's the goals against Barcelona. He has got 12 Bundesligas. He plays from the age of 13 years old. He was born on the 13th day. He had his prime at 13. He hit his prime at 13.
He was born on the 13th day.
What are you, Mr.
He was playing since he was 13 years old.
Ooh, okay. Well, the correct answer was indeed Mr. Paulinho. I'm sorry. Yeah, Mr. Paulinho, which means it's a tie. And the last question. Thomas Müller is called the Tiger. Yes or no?
No.
No.
Fantastic.
Tiger
Okay.
is Falcao.
He's called Tigrinho.
Oh. What'd you say?
Well, me or Paulinho.
I heard someone say something. I don't know what you said.
Oh, I said he's called Tigrinho.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, well, the last question, I'm gonna actually make this up because all the other questions were absolutely shite. Where was Thomas Müller born? Was it A, in München, B, in Schalke, C, in Wilhelm, or D, in Heidenheim? You have 10 seconds.
In München?
München?
In Wilhelm?
Is it München, Schalke, Wilhelm, or Leipzig?
In Wilhelm.
The correct answer is indeed. And the winner of the Golden Goal Football Quiz. Don't call it a
It's me.
comeback. Mr. Reginio,
Yes,
congratulations.
sir.
He was born in Wilhelm, Germany. How do you feel, mate?
Yeah. I want to thank all my fans, my supporters. I want to shout out to Thomas Müller himself.
Aw, I'm sure he likes you.
I'm pretty sure he does. And shout out to my dog Paulo.
Is he there with you?
No, he took my shoe earlier today.
I saw that actually.
Yeah. Freaking.
Damn.
What
We
a
love him.
dog.
What a dog. What a doggy. Sorry, that was weird. Well, everybody, that was indeed the show. Yeah, that was a show. That was a very fun show. And yeah, thank you, all of you, so much for watching. And thank you, Mr. Reginio, for joining and winning the Golden Goal Show.
Of course, I
Please.
get to hang out with Raul Asensio now.
Oh, God. Okay. Right. Okay. Moving on swiftly. Mr. Paulinho, thank you for being on as well, too. Always lovely.
Thank you. Yeah, he said he wanted me to show me something too.
Oh, box. Okay. Lovely stuff, guys. This is not going to get monetized. That's okay. We don't need it. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Because sharing it, how else are you going to know Rafinha is better than Yamal? I'll take. Why not? I'll say it. I'm a big boy. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I mean,
You know, I actually think Ferran Torres is better than Rafinha and Yamal.
damn. Honestly, I
He's
can see.
clutched. Yeah, he's
Okay.
clutched.
Fair, fair. Okay, well, everybody, as you say, in 3, 2, 1,
One,
love
love,
football.
football,
Thank you for
football,
watching and football, yes, and bye
football.
bye.
Sweet baby.
So, oh man, I want to press that button so bad, and I have.
I know.
Sweet baby! Oh my goodness, bro.
Yes, sir.
Bye bye, everybody.